the title slide, as you can see, is Google's new SSL rules. And the real part of the meaty part of the title is secure your website visitors' data and improve your Google rankings with HTTPS. All right. Housekeeping announcement. You've seen that 100 times. Okay. At the end of October, which is where we are now, Google Chrome is going to enforce a penalty on non-HTTPS sites or non-secure sites, right? In fact, it's probably going on right now. It's probably happened in early October. So that's the new thing. That's the penalty. More on that is coming up. So what does the penalty really mean? Here it is on this slide, starting in October, which is where we are right now, with Chrome version 62, which is the newest version, right? That version of Chrome is going to show a not secure warning when users enter text in the form of an HTTP page. Remember, HTTP is not secure. And for all HTTP pages in incognito mode, right? So consumers, your prospects are going to see a not secure warning with this newest Chrome version, and that's not going to be good, right? So here's what the so-called penalty is going to look like. On the left side, on the right side, you see a black box, right? In the middle, you see the 3 red arrows. And this is what is going to happen when you're not in incognito, right? So in the current version of Chrome on the far left, there's just going to be what you always see, example.com, right? And then on the new version, Chrome 62, when you load a page, it's going to be the same, right? Example.com. But with the new version, Chrome 62, when you enter data, such as on an opt-in page, right? You enter data, then it's going to show not secure. You see the yellow line under not secure? That's what's going to happen. It's going to be different, as you can see on the right side, when someone is in the incognito mode. But most people don't surf the web in that mode. It's going to be all in the other one with the 3 arrows. So that's what it's going to look like. Not secure. The new version, Chrome 62, when someone enters data, that's going to be what they see. All right. So why is it important? I'm going to read this to you very quickly. It's from the Krishna.me website. I really like this, and I'm giving that person credit. And this is what she is a consultant. And here's what she says. If you've been delaying sorting out HTTPS for your site as you're not selling online. Now, let me stop right there. The idea has been in the past, if you're selling online, you've got to have HTTPS to protect the credit card data, right? But if you're not selling online up to now, a lot of people say, well, it's okay to continue with HTTP. Now, basically, that's not true. If you're collecting data, merely sign up form, basically there's no option to get this sorted out now. And then this is a stat recorder report she's pointing to that states that 54% of the world's internet users are using Chrome as of July of this year, which is a lot. It's a little over half, right? So because that affects a lot of your prospects, you need to be careful to go into the HTTPS movement. And so the reason, I guess, are twofold. One, half of the world's users are using Chrome, and two, because Chrome is a product of Google, it's going to also affect your rankings, right? So there's an irreversible trend here, and you might as well jump on it while you can, as early as possible. Okay, so HTTPS versus HTTP are both protocols or languages for passing information between web servers and clients. And in green, it shows that HTTPS is a secure connection, which is known as SSL. So the secure connection is known as SSL, which stands for Secure Socket Layer, and then HTTP in red is insecure. And this trend toward HTTPS actually began around 2014, not 2104. 2014, and now it's picking up steam as we move into the end of 2017. All right, this is an interesting slide because if you focus here, you see the horizontal lines of zeros and ones. That would be sort of the outside of a so-called secure pipeline, right? So your data, which is the red text, is traveling within the pipe. So think of HTTPS as generating SSL or secure socket layer as represented by a pipeline, which is secure so that data passes through the pipe and it's secure as it passes through. And normally, up to now, this secure pipe or SSL is really required only for credit card data and passwords, but now we have a different situation with this new development. So here's what it all looks like. This clip came from, I took it from the FTC Guardian website. And we've been HTTPS, I believe, from the beginning because we sell things, we take credit cards, right? So you see the green lock, which indicates secure, and you see the word secure and then also HTTPS. So that's exactly what things are going to look like. Those are the HTTPS indicators that your prospects and customers will see if you have what is known as an SSL certificate. This is the basis for becoming HTTPS compliant. I'm not going to read that definition, but if you look in yellow, you'll see that this SSL certificate binds together a domain and server name or a host name and an organizational ID. So it basically binds your company name and location, which owns this website, to a domain name server. And it creates the secure socket layer. That's what the certificate does. So in order to become HTTPS compliant, you need this certificate. And again, let's go back. It is an SSL certificate, right? So here are there may be more issues, but these are the three big ones, right? How much does it cost to go from HTTP to HTTPS? What's the cost? Is it a lot of money? The second one is if you do ads, if you serve ads from your website, will they be available, compliant with HTTPS, or are you going to lose some ads? That's a legitimate question, right? And then the last one is technical. What do you do? The only thing I can say there is see your website development people, right? I mean, that's what you do for technically getting it taken care of. But I can give you some information on the next couple of slides regarding cost and whether ad servers will serve ads on HTTPS. I believe I remembered clipping this from GoDaddy, right? Their low-end certificate, about $56 a year, right? So obviously, everywhere you go, registrars, other companies will sell a certificate. There are all sorts of prices. This is about the low end, about $55, $56 a year, and they go up depending on other services that are blended in. So this gives you some idea of the low end cost on an annual basis, right? And then this is a survey back in 2013, which is a long time ago, but a survey by the Interactive Advertising Bureau on the issue of ads, HTTPS, says that a survey of membership late in 2013 showed that almost 80% of member ad delivery systems supported HTTPS. I would imagine that it's higher now, maybe in the mid-90s or even higher. So you shouldn't worry now about ad service. So the only real issue is price, which is, the low end is not bad at all. And then technically, how do you make the transition? That's probably the big question. You need to see your web development team. Takeaways, here they are. HTTPS was only for credit cards and passwords up until now. That's the past. But now it's a necessity. If you collect any information on your site, just a sign up, an opt-in page, you're going to need HTTPS, or you're going to have, serve that penalty served on you. And then after implementation, Google search should improve the way you go about starting the process is with an SSL certificate. And for the remainder of it, see your website development team. The tags are HTTPS, SSL, SSL certificate, secure socket layer, website development, and data security. I certainly appreciate your patience in all of this, and the replay video will be up tomorrow. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday with your family. And that's all from me this evening. Have a great evening, everyone. Good night.